Owen's the region I grew up in. It's what I did on road trips and where I spent a ton of time after the lights went out. No matter what it was, it accompanied me and ingrained itself into my mind as a key part of my childhood. It's over 20 years later now, and I'm still playing these games. It's the region I think of when I think of Pokemon, and I wanted a way to show my love for these games. So welcome to my Pokemon Ruby Dream Team quest. I hope you enjoy. So I started this hunt out in February of this year. Shiny hunting was a really good thing to do while staying home indoors in the worst months of the year, especially when the sun only came out for a few hours a day. I actually did end up finding a shiny Pooch, but I lost the capture for that somehow. But here is the shiny Mudkip I found in March while I was at home sick from work. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! I actually got it! Oh my god! I even said earlier this morning, I don't know why I'm putting my headphones on. I even said earlier this morning, I had a feeling that I was gonna get this today. While I'm sick, home from work. That's a really bad angle, but I did get it, as you can see, and it's on the IPS screen. The one with the broken hinge. So let's move this. Let's get these out of here. That is on phase 2. After 7,484. Nice, so still under odds on the second phase. I don't know if you can hear that, but there you go. That's the shiny Kip. I'm gonna use this Japanese move. Yes. What do I name this? Oh yeah, it has oh, and it's a female. Okay, I know exactly what I'm naming this. Where is it? I just finished watching the... Damn, it's a female too? That's so sick. I just finished watching the Half-Life 2 documentary. Is it this one? It is Jolly Natured. Increased speed, decreased special attack. Anyway, there you go. There's my beautiful Alex. Oh my god, I'm actually so hyped. And that was under odds, which is crazy. Because I didn't have a link cable when I first caught this Mudkip and I had to order one, I kind of just forgot about it for a while and I didn't really pick this back up until now, which is the end of September. So I quickly got my save file back up to speed, so we headed north through Oldale Town, we beat our rival Brendan, we got the Pokedex and some Pokeballs, and then we made a beeline straight for the Pokemon Center to trade the Mudkip over to my main save file as soon as possible. Let's go. Look at her. So cute. So after that we make our way to Petalburg City, and Petalburg City is a pretty unassuming city. There's nothing much going on here, but our father does live here where he is the gym leader. So we go talk to him and he gets us to help out Wally to catch his first Pokemon. You know what's funny is as a kid there's a whole ass tutorial of how to catch Pokemon and I still didn't know how. I don't know if y'all agree, but I definitely agree. Hell yeah. Outside Petalburg, we get our first glimpse of the sea, and then we head towards Petalburg Forest. Petalburg Forest was also pretty chill. We did fight a grunt and we got a free great ball, so that was pretty nice. Outside of Petalburg Forest is this cute little flower shop, and as a kid I didn't really understand what this was for, and I thought it was kind of silly because why would I ever spend 5,000 on flowers? But at the same time, looking at it now, it's actually kind of cool how they tease the feature of the game, like the secret base feature, this early into the game. And then once you finally unlock that secret base feature, you come to realize what the point of spending 5,000 on flowers was. So I don't know, I thought that was really cool, and I always seem to forget that there's a grass patch behind here. So after that we head towards Rustboro. And Rustboro is the first big city of this game, but I didn't really want to do any exploration right now because I wanted to just rush Roxanne and do the first gym leader. Unfortunately, I was mistaken, but I thought that as soon as we get the first badge, we'll be able to get Alex to obey us. But it turns out I didn't realize until after I actually finished Roxanne that you needed 2 whole gym badges to get Pokemon up to level 30 to obey. So that was fun. For some reason I decided to make this fight even harder for myself for no reason, by not allowing Alex to evolve, basically. Honestly, with the boosted XP, it felt like I had the shiny Mudkip for like half an hour, so I wanted a little bit more time before it evolved into Marshtomp. Unfortunately, Marshtomp learns Mudshot at level 16, so if you don't evolve at level 16, then it seems like you can't get Mudshot. Which really sucks because Mudshot is a strong ground move at this point of the game, and I can't get it. So I'm just stuck with Mudslap, which is, you know, objectively worse, but hey, at least it drops accuracy, so it's not the worst thing. So after Roxanne, we did quite a few things. We got roasted by this random NPC, which was pretty funny. I'm just getting absolutely called out here. We got the cut TM from the cutter dude, and then we did the whole thing in the Rustturf tunnel. By the way, this is gonna sound silly, but I kind of just clued in the fact that Rustturf tunnel is called Rustturf tunnel for a reason, because like Rustboro and Verdanturf. So I feel kind of dumb that I didn't know that, but yeah. We get the Pokénav and the letter quest, and then we head south again to set sail for Dewford. I think now that we got Mr. Briney back to his cottage, I think we're just gonna head there and do the Dewford gym as soon as possible, because I'm getting fed up with Alex not obeying me. So we're gonna do the Dewford gym, yeah, and then make sure she can obey us until level 30 at least. So yeah, I really like Dewford. You know, it's a really cute seaside village and it has a really nice soundtrack. Actually, I had the Dewford theme as my alarm in the morning for a very long time. In Dewford, I actually got my first whiteout to this random fisherman dude, because the combination of constrict and sleep and confusion was really annoying. But we went straight for the gym here pretty much because I really needed Alex to start obeying me, because I was getting very frustrated, especially after that whiteout. So we do that, we do the gym totally just with Alex and not with any help from any other Pokemon, but I did lose the footage for that somehow. But we do manage to get the second badge. Wow, I did it! Good job, Alex. And now I can actually use Alex, look at that. Even those you get in trades. So now Alex will finally obey us, at least for a few more levels. It feels much better now. I feel like I can just progress in the story and kind of do whatever I want at my own pace without this overwhelming pressure to just speedrun everything because of Alex not obeying me. So yeah, that's really nice. After Brawly, we make our way through Granite Cave and we deliver our letter to Steven.
Special delivery.
And can I just say, Steven is so cool. I think he is my favorite NPC in the whole series. I mean, he's got this mysterious aura about him. He's got the striking silver hair. He ends up being the champion of these games, which is really cool. It does kind of suck that in Emerald he's not the champion anymore, but then at least you get the cool red-esque fight. And Steven's also the one who got me into Steel-type Pokemon, and Steel-type Pokemon I think are probably now my favorite type, along with Bug. And he also introduced me to really cool Pokemon like Cradily and Claydol, which are both in my top 10 now. After that, we talk to Briny again and we make our way to Slateport, the second large city of the game. And I don't know what it is about arriving here on the Slateport beach, but there's something that strikes me about it as so nostalgic. The music here, combined with the beach, combined with the fact that you just crossed the sea, I mean, it conveys a sense of curiosity, a sense of adventure, and I mean, it makes sense because the game actually does start to open up here as well.
You know, I remember when I was a kid, I had a lot of trouble getting these guys out of here. I remember I was so frustrated.
At the museum, we get a stern talking to by Maxie, who says things that are blatantly wrong for some reason. We head north up to Route 110, which is another one of those really iconic Hoenn routes. And here I stopped and I thought about what Hoenn actually means to me, and why I have such an attachment to this region. Like, what is it about the Hoenn region that I love so much? Obviously there's a lot of reasons, but one of the main ones is the region diversity and the overall theme of nature. Before my family moved to Canada, I spent a ton of time with my grandparents in Romania, and they lived in a really small village. A really small village where people lived according to nature. People had their own chickens and pigs, and you would have horses and sheep roaming the streets, and people would have giant gardens with a lot of fresh produce. And after my family had moved to Canada, I kind of lost a lot of that. I mean, we moved from that to, you know, a higher tech, more suburban interpretation of modern living, and I just really missed, I don't know, being out in nature all the time, where the only things that mattered were like hanging out with your friends and catching bugs and stuff. So I think in some way playing these Hoenn games kind of transports me back into those times, and it's probably one of the main reasons why I find this region so comforting and nostalgic, and why I keep coming back to it even 20 years later. This reflection made me want to go out into nature in the real world, so I went out for a walk in the local forest, and it was actually here where we ended up beating Brendan. This fight gave me, and I guess a lot of other people, quite a hard time their first time. But this time it was a weird mirror match because on this save file I had actually chosen Torchic as my starter. So it was this weird Marshtomp versus Marshtomp battle, which was pretty fun, and it was cool seeing the sprites side by side, and it really made me appreciate how good the shiny is. I mean, those Halloweeny purple and orange colors just look really, really good in this game. After that, we had finally reached Mauville, which is the center of the region. There are multiple branching paths here, but the only reason I actually came here was to grab the bike. And we obviously grabbed the Acro bike because it's just way cooler. I didn't need to be here at all. I mean, I could have started the second hunt much earlier, but I wanted the bike because it makes things a little bit easier so I don't have to hold the B button all the time. But yeah, we're basically all set now for team member number 2. So I emptied my wallets for some Pokeballs and headed towards Granite Cave. So hope to see you in the next one. Peace.